Yeah, Jamaicans, true Israelites. We love to see the wake up in our place. Because we, remember, it's not Jesus going to come back, it's Yeshua. True Israelites, yard people.
Answer. Because you are that, you are capable, you are gifted, and you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just the world awaits to receive them.
Blessings, blessings. Hey, hey, Levi family. Y'all like, hold up. What's going on with Grace? Blessings. I said, let me just go live. I just wanted to talk to y'all tonight. Just to talk to y'all. And I didn't want to go into the studio. So I said, let me just chill and have a powwow and chit chat because my last live got messed up when I was driving. So, just want I'm going to talk about a few things tonight. Also, if anybody show up, if y'all have any questions, I want y'all to ask me questions. Whatever you want to ask me, just get it off your chest. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was I told you so. Y'all know y'all gonna get sick of Grace Levi saying she told you so. Now a while ago I had made when Trump had first got into the office, I had made a little chit chat video and I was talking about IDs. I was talking about how they was going to implement this immigration um, rollout to get people out of America. And it's literally a shit show. It is literally a shit show right now. But before I was talking about having your ID, knowing your nationality, making sure you have your documents. And it's so sad that, having that conversation, that's where we at right now, where people like they They thinking about walking around with their documents. I think it's going to get to the point that they're going to try to implement something that we keep our documents on person, because things are going to get so bad with this ICE situation. So y'all see, Dolton and Newark, we made the news this week. No, Dalton and Newark. Okay, where I'm from. All right. Now, I don't talk about Newark a lot, but Newark is my hometown. Like, we ride or die. Obviously, I didn't get this true blue type of ride or die personalities from nowhere. No matter if it's the hood or they gang bang, we stick together. So what you saw the other day, 2 days ago with Ras Barack, that's what we do. So a couple of years ago, we had I keep calling him Al Sharpton because he was like an Al Sharpton. We had a mayor that was basically like Tiffany Henyard, that was selling out Newark. They had that dollar program. That dollar program don't work. That dollar program allowed gentrification if it's not implemented correctly, and that was what was happening. Our mayor at that time was why is his name at the tip of my tongue? Sharp James, Mayor Sharp James. That's who we had. Mayor Sharp James. You know, he got locked up because he was selling our properties to his friends, family. Big investigation. So after that, Newark pretty much was almost start like it was the beginning of gentrification. They started building these big expensive houses, kind of marketing us out. And then we had Cory Booker. Y'all know Cory Booker on the Senate. He started with us in Newark. Cory Booker used Newark, I think, for like a test thing, because he wasn't from Newark. He just came from anywhere. I don't know where Cory Booker came from. That's why I be thinking some of these elected officials, these motherfuckers made, like baked in the bakery, just come out of nowhere. Um, yeah. So he used Newark in a way to, I guess, catapult his career. Newark was so bad when he came in. I'm gonna give it to Cory Booker. He moved into one of the hoodest ass places in Newark, one of the one of the worst projects in Newark, and he lived there for his whole term. Like, for real, like bang bang, shoot him up, piss in the hallway. Cory Booker did that, and that's why Cory Booker had got respect in Newark, because even though he was an outsider, he came in fixing some of the things that Sharp James. I mean, I keep calling him Sharp James. I keep what is his name? I just said his name that got locked up before him. But anyway, he had fixed up some stuff, and he basically was giving the people back the power in Newark. When Cory Booker came, our voices was heard, the corruption was being like flushed out. So after Cory Booker used Newark and catapulted and went to the Senate, that's where you see him. I'm telling you, don't think bad stuff come from Newark. Don't be scared of us because we tell the truth. Okay. We got Ross Barack. Now Ross Barack been in there like 3 terms now, I think, and he's doing fucking amazing. I mean, when it came to guns being flushed in Newark, gangbangers, that was our main thing: drugs, gangbangers, and nonsense deaths. He pulled the community together because he knew that they were outnumbered as far as the police versus the community and what was going on. So what Ross Barack used to do was basically protest with us. So what you saw was something that he used to do. Like, we will always take to the streets when we had a problem. And Ross Barack will come and be part of the parades and help organize and give funding, because it was literally the community. It was us that was pushing it. So what you saw the other day with down here that happened with Ross Barack in Jersey, they keep talking about Jersey. It's Newark. Say Newark, New Jersey. All right. So what you see there is, let me explain to you a little bit more, being a patriot from Newark. Now, that place that you saw Ross Barack got held or locked up by ICE was a place called Delaney Hall. That place is right next door to the county jail. Delaney Hall was a halfway house. That was one of the worst halfway houses you could go to in Newark. It was supposed to be a rehab halfway house, but it actually turned into a trap house with prostitution, drugs. it literally turned condemned. You know how I talk about Fulton County Jail out here and how um Fannie Willis need to go to jail for the conditions. That's how bad it was. So that facility got shut down. Now I don't know how long ago it got shut down, but it got shut down. So what they did now, it looks like hold on, y'all. It looks like private organizations have bought that Delaney Hall, and that private organization has contract ICE out to that location. So basically what I predicted is that they start with us and then they're going to roll it out some way somehow. Trump want martial law, okay? And they every it doesn't matter if you don't see it, you want to wake up. It's Democrat, Republic, whatever. It's always some form of martial law. We ain't gonna have martial law. We have terrorists attack, martial law. We got domestic martial law. Now this shit. So he's saying, Trump saying that black people is begging him to come to our communities and save us from each other when we ain't never motherfucking begged Trump for none of that. So I don't know why that clip is circulating around, but that shit is a hoax. We don't want to have nothing to do with Trump. I'm gonna tell you, except for them fake ass black conservatives. That's why some content creators I don't watch, because they ain't got shit to say now when Trump in the White House, when you was talking all that conservative shit before, and now your ass quiet. That's why some people I don't even want to have nothing to do with, because if it's for some black men, they and women literally sold they soul. Literally sold they soul to Trump. Trying to talk conservative, trying to talk like they all educated and sound stupid. Don't even know their history, don't know what's going on in society for real. Is they just spiritually fucking blinded. That turned me off because I saw a lot of black men who thought they were educated because they were following Trump ass. I said, oh hell no, they stupid. They don't know that they selling their people out to the devil. So that's why you got Trump out there talking about we want him to save us. So he's using us as the catapult to one help how can I say, hey, help roll out this kick out immigrants. And as I mentioned, it's hard to determine who is who because America is a melting pot. It doesn't make sense. So what he's going to do is what he's doing is going to the black communities that are already allegedly we're poverty stricken, but we're really not totally poverty stricken. I just think that black people don't allocate their money properly, but I'll shut the hell up. With that goes to say also you have people from other nations that comes into our neighborhoods and don't give a damn. All they care about is if they little things, we spend their money, everything could be fucked up. But if we were the owners and we invested in our community, we would really, really care and it would look much better. But point taken. So you got ICE down there. And what I'm thinking, because my peoples is telling me that ICE is walking downtown Newark. Like, Matt, I know downtown, because most of my people from Dalton that follow me. I know downtown Dalton is empty. But just imagine ICE running up and down downtown Dalton, okay, with active stores and everything. And it's weird as hell. Now, downtown got massive stuff going on, like, meaning like you got the downtown boys, people down there hustling, selling cigarettes, selling clothes, all types of stuff. And it's some illegal stuff that goes on, but not as much as you would think. So what I think they're going to do is take this opportunity to scoop up as much of black people as possible and get them into this ICE situation or whatever court, because I don't know what would an ICE agent actually charge a regular person with. You see what I'm saying? Um, and I'm really like I'm really confused because I'm hearing that they're locking people up in Newark. I'm hearing that people are having to start to show their fucking paperwork in Newark, and I'm like, what? What? So can imagine, okay, before I left, it was so bad in Newark with the gangs that they were handing out football numbers. I mean, my brother got 20 years for what he did. It's not a joke. The prosecutor was out there was railroading people, literally. Like she tried to, instead of running my brother sentence concurrent, she tried to split it.
I mean, consecutively. No, it's concurrent together. She tried to get it consecutively at the last minute, which means he would have been doing 40 years. And the judge caught it, and the judge stopped it. Now, this is some of the things that we go through in the Black community, not having representation and not knowing law. So when we go in there and don't know law, they literally railroading us. And that's why I do what I do and say what I say. When I was in Newark, I used to talk to people about their cases. Like, yo, go do this, go look at this, go bring this to your lawyer. I literally used to be the little hood lawyer. Because I used to just I had such a disdain for injustice, and I used to see what happened because one of the things they did used to do was they had the jump out boys, and that's what we're gonna talk about, the Tyree Nichols. The things that I talk about is because I really have disdain for it. I don't talk about things I don't have disdain for. So the jump out boys is just like the Goon Squad and the Spider Squad. They used to jump out and beat up people, run down on people, lock them up for days and shit. You be down in Green Street, nobody knows. So that used to happen. So now you imagine if you have ICE agents, federal agents out there allegedly having no restrictions because they think they don't have no restrictions, and we have no representation. This is a setup. Trump is doing this so he can roll out this program. So he can start locking Americans up. I don't understand what the hell is in his mind, but he wants to rid America of anything that is eclectic, diverse, and got black in it. I don't know where this disdain came from, but he's showing that he don't like black people. This is not a motherfucking joke. So let's put this in perspective. That is two cases, immigration cases right now that's creating precedents where that man is going, they sent him to Venezuela. Was it Venezuela? And they won't send his ass. Is it Venezuela? You know what I'm talking about. The guy that wasn't supposed to be, or El Salvador, it was one of them places. Yeah, because they was thinking he was a gang member and he wasn't supposed to be deported. And Trump talked to the president and that president won't send him back. So he's kind of considered an American citizen. So that's the first step. And then the second case is with the mother and the baby, the little girl who had cancer that they deported, and basically saying it was the mother's choice to deport with the child. But then you come to find out that they never gave the mother a chance to get the child with the father or none of that shit. So even though you may not think that they are American, when it comes to president and on that paper, they'll be able to use that as president as cases to literally get us out of it. I mean, I keep saying I don't understand, but I really do. It's sad to say, I really think he wants to deport us out the country. So now reflecting back to what you saw with Ross Barack, Ross down there, we are they have, you said what was that, Senate members that went down there or congressional members? I think it was congressional members that went down there. I don't have the video right now, but basically they were trying to take a tour of that detention center because that building should have been fucking condemned. Nobody, it should have been tore down. That's how bad it was. So they have the right to review this facility. And what you saw was them not letting them review the facility. Ross Barack end up showing up. And what they were saying was like they've been plotting on him. Like they were plotting on Ross. They was like the ICE agents was buzzing around, and then they were on the phone, and allegedly they was on the phone with the White House. Locked Ross Barack up. But I believe he's released. So I'm still following through with it because I had to work last night and then I had some stuff to do today. So I want to go check and see what happened, what's the follow up. But people are fighting, and we're not dumb in Newark. So they picked the wrong fucking hood to come to. Newark got five, 4 or 5 colleges, and I'm gonna be real. We have 4 or 5 colleges where people come in from out of state. We have Seton Hall Law University. We have Essex County College, which was my college. I went to Essex County College, but that shit, you think a county college was bad, baby? I mean, was it like not good? Oh, they pushed us. Okay. I graduated 98 percentile in my class. St. Benedict. We got what is it? Two technical colleges down there and one more next to it. Five great colleges in Newark, New Jersey. So if you don't know, Newark, New Jersey is a gold mine. Not only does it have the colleges there, but it also has the dock and the harbor. Okay, and it has the major airport. Okay, so we are this basically the center of importation down there. They had a big car ring where they were stealing cars and they were shipping it from that shipment yard out the country. That's how much imports come in and out of Newark. And that's why Newark is so important. And that's why they're trying to recapture Newark. If you guys don't understand what's happening, this is what's happening. They're trying to recapture certain places, especially places with that has great value, like docks, planes, monumental places like that. Those type of places. This is the places that they're trying to recapture. So that is what you saw in Newark. That Newark was put on the map this week. And also I hear Dalton got put on the map now. That everybody got excited because the Pope is from Dalton, allegedly. So that's a blessing for you guys to have some um good news or good publicity. Also, I think having that happen or him being from Dalton will actually increase y'all market value a little bit. Y'all may have tourists start to come just to see where he grew up. Y'all better start fixing up Dalton. Y'all better start turning on the lights and cut off that damn desert downtown and start getting the business filled up because y'all gonna have tourists coming to Dalton now. This literally can do y'all some justice right now. Y'all be so glad that y'all got here out. She'd have been such a fucking embarrassment at this point. So I guess y'all pretty much showed. Hold on one second, because I don't want this to die. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Chit chatting with Grace. Hold on. I'm gonna plug up my charger, y'all, so the phone won't go dead. I wasn't getting dressed up for y'all because y'all ain't getting dressed up for me. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. Let's see if the thing cut on. Hold on. I'm talking stuff. Here we go. All right. Phone was dead. Darn. Okay. I haven't did a video like this in a long time, y'all. Where I was just chilling like a villain. So I think the publicity that's gonna come to Dalton is gonna be good publicity, honestly. I really do. I think it'll do y'all some justice if y'all know how to monetize off of that. Um, and I have to say it, the Pope got some Levi in them. If y'all don't know what Levi is the tribe of Levi from the lost tribes, the Hebrews. They the Haitians. You didn't know that? Now you know. So if you consider yourself part of the Levi family, hey, you're Haitian. Let me stop. But basically what they're saying is that Pope has Creole. They're going to say Creole. No, you got Haitian in you. Just like Beyonce, Creole. No, you got Haitian in you. That's what you really got. So, I got a little excited about that. I'm not really excited about the Pope thing because being a Hebrew, we don't participate with that type of stuff. But I do like the fact that he's a Levi and he looks so white. He said his grandparents are Haitian. So y'all don't know. I'm telling you, that's why it's so good for people to learn their ethnicity, learn who they are, learn your bloodline, because you will be so amazed of your lineage. Especially the fact that we have been traded across the world. We actually we fit the book. We are the ones that has been traded to the four corners. We are the ones in Deuteronomy. So your Pope has some lineage to the slave trade. And I say that with honor because what our ancestors went through, no one can go through. And I'm gonna say that no other nation could went through what we went through, and we still standing. We still beautiful. Our skin still glowing. We still the shit. They still trying to be like us. Our style, the way we talk, the way we move, no matter what. The Botox and the booty fillers. What do you think they was trying? Who the hell do you think they trying to be like? And y'all black women went and did it and added more to you. You need to love yourself. Love yourself. So I'm excited to even hear that that background is coming out about the Pope because that probably will not one have people start thinking about your own lineage. Because y'all look at him, he like a white man. He look pale, but he black. My every time I say that I lose subscribers, I mean viewers, and I don't give a damn. I'm gonna tell y'all now, y'all gonna get the great me that I'm gonna be at the end of the day. Oh, so anyway, that made my day. That the Pope is Levi, and that Dolton has some good shine. And that it'll bring some income, it'll bring some money to you guys. That's what I really do think. I think it's gonna do y'all some justice. So, what else did I wanted to talk about? It was the Pope. Oh, now y'all know I'm about to. Who gonna do it? You know I'm gonna do it. Y'all just saw the Met Gala. Ugh, I don't watch the Met Gala. I don't watch that demonic shit. I don't watch the stars like that, but they shove it in our face every time I turn around. And I know a lot of you guys idolize them, and I don't understand how y'all idolize these people and you don't see they spirit. But it's okay. The longer you deal with Grace Levi, the better it's gonna be. You're gonna have a spirit to discern. You're gonna have a spirit to read who the hell is who. But what I wanted to talk about, not actually the Met Gala, but some of the talk behind the Met Gala. Now, most recently, something was trending about Michael B. Jordan, and Michael B. Jordan is from Jersey, from Newark, and I'm mad at him now. I was happy. I used to love it. I may have a little crush on him at one point, but now, y'all know Grace Levi don't play that shit. Don't play that shit. But I don't play, y'all. What I don't play. What we don't play. We don't play voodoo. We don't play witchcraft. We don't play none of that shit. Okay. I'm in spiritual warfare with that shit right now, rebuking it from my bloodline. Ain't no joke. But Michael B. Jordan, this nigga said that he basically his middle name Babacar, well, not Babacar, whatever his name start with a B, is a name from the Orishas, and nobody's catching that. Like that's literally spiritual deities. The Orishas is the same thing that Beyonce worship. She a worship Oshun. Okay, how do I know about this stuff? Because these deities introduced themselves to me, and I told y'all this story. This ain't no damn joke. This voodoo shit, this thing that they doing out there, this black magic, is real. These stars are doing it, and they're doing it right in your face. So I'm hearing about Taraja P coming out talking about she worshiped the E5s. Please, please be careful who you deal with. And the reason why I'm saying this is because these people don't get their power from nothing. They don't get their money. They don't get their trinkets from nothing. And it goes beyond the stars. We're talking about your politicians, people like Hinyard. These people dabble in these type of black magic to get what they want. The same way you as a Christian or me as a Hebrew believe in our Lord and Savior that he's going to give us what we want and deliver us. That's how they believe about these deities. And they do these spells and incantations to extract your essence and your glory from you. I.e., it was this thing. Now this kind of off, but y'all probably haven't seen it. Um it was this lady that was talking about Puffy way before he got arrested. She predicted that he was going to be arrested. She basically saying that he dabbles in fuck dabble. He's a high black priestess in the occult magic where he's using the essence of his artists to breed off of them and live off of them and suck the essence out of them. That's why they say so many people around Puffy has either died or became nothing right now. So that is the I can share that clip with y'all one day if we get into that stuff, because I gotta pick and choose what I share with people till they ready. But that is an example of your stars using this type of stuff to get what they want. I really true believe Hinyard was doing the same thing. I explained to y'all when I went down there for the butterfly release, and then we went to the Clean House was kicking off their campaign. Literally, it didn't make no sense. It was no. I didn't recall that rain was supposed to be in the weather. But towards the end of the ceremony, the sky bust open. I mean, rain came down so hard. It was like, boom. We started running. They know I'm not lying. We started running to our car. As soon as I got in my car, I mean, it wasn't even far. It was the um Fresh and Pick. I know I got that name right, but it was that free food market that they were trying to get open. From that right in front of that food market, I ran straight across the street. It's less than a 2 minute or 1 minute run. The rain stopped. I was like, oh no. And I got on live with y'all and told y'all that was the weirdest episode of rain I ever encountered. That shit was witchcraft. I know witchcraft. I know witchcraft. Okay. So I want you guys to be aware, because you guys think that y'all like people or y'all dislike people, but it's really a spiritual thing. It's really a spiritual essence that you're getting off of. And I'm going to tell you this. You with me, there's people who have disdain for me and don't know why, is because what they see or what they hear when they hear me is a reflection of them. I have met people and immediately they felt judged. I said nothing. Is because what spirit I'm walking with. I'm walking with the Holy Spirit. I always had it with me. So it makes people feel that way. It's like being around a pastor or a preacher. I had to learn that because I couldn't understand why people be so fucking weird around me. Even if I, be just a regular, I thought I was a regular person. I'm not. It's the spirit that was within me. And y'all know I ain't lying. That's why a lot of people won't even speak on my commentary sometimes, because they don't know how to enter it, or they feel disdain, or they feel like they want to listen because they think they feel authority come from me. Now this is the same thing that these soothsayers do or try to possess, but what's filling them is not the Holy Spirit, is whatever deity that they are worshiping, i.e. Jezebel. Yeah, people worship Bel. There's a lot of so with the E5s, they got Oshun, Ogun, Papa Legba, um, Oye. Those were the four that I really got to know, because the shit is real. You like, how the hell you got to know them? I explain this. These deities that when somebody puts something on you or black magic is done, you think you're gonna see sparkles and lights and something magical happen. It's not always that. It is things that happen in your life, like trickle of events that lead you down a path that will be very different than what you were supposed to be. Okay. So you have people who go to these soothsayers and they'll be your friend. And girl, that's why I tell my son to be careful. Don't be eating people girlfriend food like that. He funny. Yo, he funny. And he know. He know. He don't eat. He like, I don't eat no red sauce. I don't do none of that shit. He don't play no games because he have seen it. He have seen it. He paid attention to it, and he know he ain't about to play with it. So what they do is, all right, a girl. Let me say this. Let me say two friends. You got two girlfriends, because sometimes it be that love hate relationship where girls is weird. That's why I roll by myself. Y'all saw what I went through. Weird as fuck. Pretend to be your friend, but really try to extract life from you. But what they will do is befriend you or get close to you, get to know you. And sometimes whoever they go to may not even need a piece of your clothing or anything. They may just look at a picture of you and take that to the soothsayer, and they will say, "Hey, I want I want to be blessed. Like I want to," and they be like, "Okay, this person will be your sacrifice." And that person will start to go through so much stuff, like losing their job, argument with their kids, car accidents, broken increased bills, things like that. Just that is the 3D manifestation of magic, black magic, the incantations. It's not gonna always come in something like, oh, you just gonna have forest fires and all types of shit is just happening, boom, boom, right now. But it's gonna be an enclave of things that happen in your life, and those things are gonna take you off your course and abstract your money and your essence from you. And then all that time, you'll see that person next to your friend doing well, doing fine. And you like, damn, why is everything just turning upside down? Everything was just perfect. And what they do is target people who they know are blessed. They target people who they know walk with it's called a star, which a star when everybody has a star, but you know, it just depends on what destiny you are supposed to have. And some of us are supposed to be other places and some are not. And at this point where you have everybody wanting to be a big star, this is what you have going on. People extracting other people essence from them. So this is even done in families. So what happens is like even in Haiti with so I could talk from that aspect of voodoo. I don't know if they always realize it, but they do a sacrifice. Whatever deity that my family had dealt with, once you start dealing with it, you're going to see death. You're going to see blood. Someone is going to lose their mind in your family, or suicide, or homicide. Things is going to happen. So I'm saying these things because I lived it. Like when I started to figure out that, well, as a kid, when I was younger, I went through a lot. And it was so weird. And I was losing money, bus cards, shit. I was getting into fights out of nowhere, going to New York, getting pickpocketed. All types of shit was happening all the time. And I never thought about what it was until I got into like, I started living by myself. I moved out of my mother's house at 17, and I really had to get some covering. And I started praying more because I didn't have a mother or a father. I didn't have really people to depend on, but the people that I knew that I was outside of my family. When I left my mother's house, I literally lived with friends to finish high school. And I finished it, and then God blessed me with an apartment. So I had to pray for covering for myself. And that's when I started to realize, like, yo, my life weird as fuck. Why everybody else got it? They chilling, this. I turn around, I'm always in the middle of some shit. It don't matter. And it'll be misinterpretations. Somebody will be mad at me for no reason. It's like I always had to redefine myself. Like, what the? So I started praying, asking God to give me the word, things like that. And I started to put some things together that what was going on with me wasn't normal. And it really took a while. But it really took me being how can I say, crossing path with different witches. See, what happens is that in a family, when you're dealing with that and they have to make a sacrifice, you may be the sacrifice. Whoever has the biggest star in your family will be that sacrifice. And that person will go through so much stuff, can't keep jobs, can't keep money, always having issues, and they'll look like they the black sheep of the family. Like, what is wrong? Everybody else is living carnal, living whatever they want to, and money coming in with no issues, but that one person. Now, I'm not saying it's always voodoo all the time, but when you see that, you need to think about it. Now, what happened was when I started to notice that something was wrong, I really started getting strong in my prayers. I really turned into a prayer warrior. Like, y'all don't realize that I'm a prayer warrior. Like, if I ever was to get into a congregation, I would literally be the prayer warrior group. Like, literally in the middle of the night, getting up, casting out demons. Like, we not here to play, we here to slay. Okay. Just like when you watch that shit with witches, and if you ever watch them, go watch their story. Them motherfuckers be up for 10, 15 hours staring at a damn candle, trying to get they trinkets or whatever they praying for. Go look at that. These people be confessing the shit they do. This is how much work they put into worshiping their deities. And that's why it'd be funny as hell when people tell me, God got me, I'm saved. That's fine, but you ain't putting in the work to worship them and honor them and uphold them, because like them deities getting. So you are able to get attacked. Get it messed up. Get it messed up. All right. So as a prayer warrior, that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I have learned to do. But once I started doing that, I started seeing things. I started seeing people change. I started seeing people who was prosperous around me start to fall, start to seriously. And I'm telling you this because this shit is real. And this is all related to them E5s and things that y'all need to know, because y'all are walking blindly. You think you can fight physically, but spiritually you get your ass kicked. So what I have noticed, and I'm gonna leave it like this. As the stronger my prayers have got, I have noticed people dying around me. Okay? Because that's the deity trying to take as much as they can before that motherfucker is gone. Because I'm anyone who dealt with it. What happens when you do witchcraft or black magic on someone? When it's reversed or sent back, you're done. That's the end of it. The end of witchcraft and black magic that all these people use, if it's the Freemasons, if it's those Eastern Star women, if it's the cultic white witches, Santa Maria, voodoo priestess, Ifa, those black, don't get it fucked up. Okay? At the end, the contract you made with that deity is a trick. And their goal is to pull your soul into where their soul is going, to the pits of hell. But they're going to try to extract as much essence out of you and misery out of you so it can manifest on the planet. That's the goal. So when that person that does the witchcraft or try to do the incantation on someone and it gets backfired on them, they get really sick, lose their mind, or they die. So, I'll tell you this one thing, y'all. I gotta tell you, because this y'all gotta grow. This Levi talk. Nobody will ever talk like this. Gotta tell you something personal. So I told y'all a while ago, my cousin, he died, right? He was an officer in Haiti. Boom. That's what we about to do. About to tell y'all the truth. That's the truth. But years ago, my grandmother, when I first became a nurse, she was like, "Oh, you need to marry T. Chris." His name T. Chris. I said, "Marry T. Chris? Who the hell's T. Chris? My cousin?" "Oh yeah, not really marry, just to get him to come to America." That's the shit. And I always been a goody goody. I always been, hell no. I've been a different type of person. So when she told my grandma told me that, I was like, no, I'm not marrying that man. I was like, I'm not going to jail for that shit. I said, hey, people come check on you, all types of stuff. And I'm not a good actor or a liar. I ain't beat. That's not happening. So she like, oh, it only be for a couple of years. She really tried it. And I was like, hell no. Okay. So that was kind of weird, but my grandma left that alone because I'm her favorite. That was something that I think that he was putting in her head. So the truth is this. Boom. Now, y'all watch my other videos. I told you how I was subjected to it as a child and how it was like exposed to me and I didn't know. So when I came to Georgia, I mentioned to you guys how I was introduced to the E5s. I was me being a dummy, always trying to help somebody, just like I do and get in trouble. I was trying to help this young lady who had a car accident, who basically was injured by the hospital afterwards, and she was just thrown out, like just thrown out. She literally was having seizures and everything. And I met her through the internet. I met her through this platform. That's why I restarted my page when she was one of the people. Why? Because it was, I felt like it was darkness connected to it. So, make a long story short, I believe she did something to try to put something on me as well. Everyone I before when I met her, everything before her, I was fine. My page, everything. I had 35,000 subscribers. The things I was talking about, I was talking about the system, talking about the Rothschilds, banking wars. I know all about that. I know how the currency got over changed, the Federal Reserve. I got all of this shit. But when I met her and I started helping her, things started changing. Things started getting fucked up. And I told y'all this story where I literally my one of my first few accidents I had, first few, because it didn't start with her, but they keep coming. They keep bringing shit in your path. Car accidents. The one I had was just like hers, but opposite. And I know her life had turned around. I helped her get Social Security, disability. I really helped her. And one day, the broad gave me an acorn. Yes, a fucking acorn with a dollar. It was the dollar. The acorn was wrapped in a dollar and it was in the bag. I should have never took it from her. You don't take that shit. Oh, because we were praying together, like separate but together. Because I was so green. I be so fucking green. That's why I say God protect me because I always want to help somebody. So I'm literally praying like, all right, we got to get her case open because everybody know prayer work. But I didn't know what type of prayer. But I'm like, I'm about to pray, take these baths, because I'm learning stuff. But I don't know what is what. At this time, I ain't know Jesus. But I knew that Bible worked some way, somehow. Yeah. Gave me that damn acorn. My money was funny as fuck. My money's been funny since then. I'm fighting that shit still now and everything else that I encountered. I mean, couldn't keep money in my hand. I told you, I since I moved to Georgia, the first year I started traveling as a nurse. I've been a travel nurse. I was traveling as a travel nurse when that shit wasn't cool and nobody knew about it. I was one of the rollouts, the trench nurses went through it. I was, so three beings of 300, I mean $3,000 a week. Get it? Everything gone. Couldn't even say where the money's gone. That's one of the signs of witchcraft. Where you can make a lot of money and a shit, you never fucking keep it. Because that's how the person who's putting incantation on you receive their funds. Y'all like, huh? Yeah. It's not a direct but indirect. So with that started happening and I got introduced to the E5s. Now, this is how I'm telling you, it's leading to my cousin death. Y'all think this shit is a joke because God come back for what's his. You can't throw shit out there. So years ago, I had talked to my cousin T. Chris on the phone. We was texting back and forth, and I was like, "Yo, who you deal with? Like, what type of spirit you deal with?" He showed me the spirit. It was the spirit that basically it's a few spirits in Haiti that they use. They use spiritual war, and that's why so much chaos in Haiti because they're worshiping deities of war. And I think that's what's going on in Dolton. Y'all politicians are worshiping deities of war. That's why y'all all mixed up in the fucking head and so aggressive and so like weird. But that's how he was. T. Chris, weird, manipulative, aggressive, but then try to be calm and just weird as fuck. So when I talked to him, I was like, yeah, well, I learned about Oshun, Ogum. I was telling him about all the ones I know that came to me, da da da. He was like, all right, good, da da da. So that time, it didn't dawn on me how bad it was or what the fuck it was. But boom, let's skip all these years. So my grandma, she up here. She go back and forth into Haiti because we got land in Haiti. Y'all may think Haiti is whatever because y'all never fucking been there, but Haiti is beautiful. And the only reason why we are right now where we're at is because of all of the fines the French try to put on us. I wouldn't have paid them bitches nothing after I got my independence. Talking about, oh, the labor that we lost in this, you got to pay us back. These Europeans is fucked up in the head, and us black from Jacob, we stupid because I wouldn't have paid him a motherfucking thing. But that's what keeps us messed up in Haiti. And also the colonizers coming in trying to steal our resources. So my grandma be going back and forth, and T Chris basically is a cousin. And she took him in because whatever. And she helped him become a cop. She helped him go to school. My grandma helped my cousin, this cousin that she wanted me to marry. The fuck? So T Chris became a cop. So we good. We thinking that, he's doing good, behaving. And I know something ain't right because my grandma then won't tell me everything. They always want to be half-ass, secret ass, but I always call them out. So around August when I was in Jersey, I actually was getting her to Haiti. And I come to find out that there's more stuff behind my cousin. Like my cousin wilding. Now I'm watching him and I'm talking to him because I'm seeing his post. His post got like, how can I say, vulgar pictures of girls with guns and they ass in the air. And you see him throwing the guns in the air. And if you hearing what he's saying in Creole, because I go translate it because I ain't stupid, he's saying, yeah, we gonna get some bitches tonight. And he got the whole uniform on and everything. And come to find out, the said just the same thing here, but y'all don't know it. The police is the gangs out in Haiti. Okay. So while my grandma was out here, he was living in her big ass house. Her house got like, it's like two bedrooms downstairs. It's two actual bedrooms downstairs, outside of living room, dining room, kitchen, and all that. And then upstairs it got three bedrooms. So I think it's five in there. He literally tried to turn my grandma's house in Haiti to a trap house. And they wouldn't tell me this shit. But it was funny because when I was planning to go to Haiti, I said, I don't trust T. Chris. I said, I'm not going to eat no food. I'm not eating nobody's food. I'm fasting and praying. And I'm just going to be under my grandmother. What ended up happening? My passport got lost. This is God. Because I really believe that if I went down there, T. Chris would have did something to me. Y'all probably wouldn't have had Grace Levi. Like, I really do. Because they have to sacrifice somebody. And that has to be a person that's in a good situation. So that's why I even told before I was leaving, I had my son send my passport card because the book had disappeared. Mind you, I don't go nowhere. So that's why I had an issue. So I had to send my grandma down there by her damn self. Even though she traveled by herself, I wanted to go down there so I could get a grip on what was going on because my uncle who unalived himself used to be the person who go take care of everything. So I had to be the one that went. So I ended up not being able to go to Haiti. Y'all don't know that. Yo, when she got down there, oh hell was breaking loose. Things was fucked up, generator not working, car not working. Nigga done turned up the house. Done tore up shit. And they didn't tell me everything. So I'm not going to get into a lot of the family discrepancies that we have. But what I have done is separate myself from mostly everybody. If you're not living righteously, and I'm not judging you, I just don't want to have no parts to you. If you compromise your soul and it's good for this person, bad for this person, I don't want you next to me. You compromise. You a flip. You're not dealing with God. God is either good or bad. So I have chose to stay away from my family. But I started praying hard as hell because I started noticing way more than what I'm telling you. And as I pray and I fast and I pray, one day I went back and I looked at I was wondering about T Chris. I said because he sparked up an argument, kind of manipulative. I called him at 10 o'clock, like, hey, I can't get in touch with grandma. Whenever you get to the house, just let her call me. He must have went off when he went there because she like, oh, don't call T Chris phone. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what the hell? What do you mean? Like, I only called one time to check on you. Like, what's going? I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all can kiss my black ass. Everybody, because I'm catering to people who don't give a fuck about me. Dolton, don't think that y'all the only one that I help out and don't give a fuck about me. That's what I'm used to. I know God has a plan for me, but I know people be really needing fucking help. So I said, cool. I'm falling back from my grandma. Y'all, I'm tired of it. I don't have nothing to do with this shit anyway. My uncle not unalived himself because of all y'all crazy motherfuckers. I'm good. I'm praying hard as hell. On one of my prayer sessions, it came to me about T Chris. And I said, and I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed, and I said, God, if you put anything on me, I'm not gonna tell y'all the exact prayers, but I reversed and I sent that shit back. Reversed and sent that shit back. And I did it way more than one time, praying, praying, praying. Not for his demise, but for his correction. And lo and behold, I get a call that T Chris is on the live. Not only do I get the call, but somehow, some way, I'm the family member or whoever did a little investigation just to see to make sure my grandma was good because he was living a fucking beat out loca. This motherfucker was out there extorting the people out there talking about I'm gonna protect you and taking their fucking money. Yeah. All out fucking evil. And yeah, and I said he was a cop. I didn't know. Y'all be thinking people all fucking good and they terrible fucking people. That's why I don't give a fuck about a boy, a person look or they group thing. They be wicked as fuck. So this is what he was doing out there. I found that out afterwards. Nobody would told me the whole thing. But guess who was unalive? Now I'm not gonna say it directly re, reflective of my prayers, but when I started to learn about spiritual warfare and holding the covenant of Yahweh through the Holy Spirit, I was told that whoever put things on you, they're going to die. And I was like, whoa, I don't want nobody to die. But then I was like, I just want whatever they put on me to be the fuck off of me. But it's no, you have no control of God's judgment. So I started praying hard, hard after my uncle committed suicide because I know whatever my grandmother had worshipped was coming back for blood because nobody was paying attention to it. My mother don't know shit about it. She just carnal as hell and just ridiculous. And everybody else is just Americanized. And the only person that was supposed to pick it up was me. My grandmother's birthday is 2 days before mine, literally. I was the one that was going in her closet as a kid and eating the fucking candy that she was offering to them. And I didn't know. I was just like a little fat girl being greedy. Okay. That's how I was introduced to it. I was supposed to get it. But every time it was introduced to me, I would fight. I would not do it totally. I would fuck up. Like that E5 stuff I told you what I was introduced to, I could never follow through. Crazy as hell. If I was gonna sit there and just be there for hours and hours praying on some shit like to that. It was something in me that wouldn't let it. I wasn't beat. But this right here, oh, I could do this for hours. So I'm telling y'all a lot, but y'all may need to hear this. I'm not saying, I am saying, when God put his warriors to war, we get results. And we're going to go through hell and go through a battle. But I will end this off by saying, look at Officer Perez. Pray hard on that. I'm praying directly on that. See, when I pray directly on something, I've been noticing shit been happening. So that's why I've been keeping my prayer life very focused, very, very specified. And I've been walking with forgiveness because you don't want to just pray on people because they did shit to you. But you do want to pray away those demonic strongholds and the people that's causing mayhem in people's lives. So I'm gonna say this. I said a mouthful. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Only the Levi family. The justice that we seek for Alexis, we will get. Now that's why I said I gave a warning. I said, Officer, when it comes to Officer Carlton, I talked to God. I said, God, now you know I'm praying on him. He gonna be the one I'm praying on his motherfucking head. But I don't want him to be dead. And God said, it's what I want. And I was like, oh, keep praying. So I'm gonna let y'all know the shit is real. They have people who are praying to wrong deities, and you have people who are praying with the Holy Spirit, and that's me. That's why I don't fuck around. Just know, them motherfuckers messing with witches and warlocks, and you need to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Maybe that's why you and Dalton met, I came in your life. Cause this ain't no motherfucking game. Go look up everything that I talked about, not outside of my personal stuff that I told you. Cause I try to give y'all examples so y'all can understand. This shit ain't. I don't talk from just going to listen to people's stories and research my fucking life. So yeah, we gonna keep our eye on what goes on with Officer Carlton because I'm directly praying on him. There has been a few other people around me that passed away too, that I have known that I felt like they were witches and I felt that they put something on or around me. But I won't tell you who they are. Just know that I forgive and my forgiveness saves. I'm going to just tell you. So, anybody who I ever had problems with on YouTube, if you see this, don't worry. I don't pray on you. You're not that fucking important. Unless I feel you work with black magic. And whatever you turn to me, I'm turning to you. That's all I pray for. Is for God to fix you. Not me. I never pray for death. But when God fixes you, you're done. So just remember that we're dealing with something deeper. My people, I need you to get in prayer. That's why I said this stuff that's going on outside with them destroying the system, destroying us, we need to move in silence. We need to move in prayer and keep the Holy Spirit right next to us. Tell them to guide you because they're dealing with other shit and you need to be protected. All of them. Trump too. Baby, I can show you rituals that nigga been doing right in front of y'all. And you ain't even know it. Right in front of you. One, I'm not gonna say some names, but at the Dolton ceremony, that person was doing a ritual right in front of you. They were doing incantations right in front of you. I want to make my mark. I want to make my mark. When someone keeps repeating words like they do in song and it's reflective of their behavior, bitch, that's voodoo. I said, I rebuke that motherfucker. Baby, you made your mark. And now God is going to judge you. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Keep on playing. Y'all saw what that was. I had many people come in my inbox saying, look at this motherfucking witch. I was like, y'all see it. They can see the spirit now that I exposed it. You got what you got, but I'm going to get what I get because my battle was deeper than just being adult and superstar. I don't want to be adult and superstar. My goal is to get fucking justice and change systems. And that's what the fuck I've been doing. I'm gonna make my mark. I'm fucking around. Don't worry, I don't pray on her head. She gonna get what she get. Anyway, I love you guys. You have a great evening. I know I said a mouthful. I hope y'all put all that shit together. Put it all together, Peggy. Chit chat with Levi. You will never have a chit chat like this. Nope. It's only a few of us walking. So stay prayed up. Psalms 91. Please live it, breathe it, eat it, know it. I know a lot of people throw that out there, but that is living, breathing water. And knowing Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, and you ask the Holy Spirit to guide your steps, that's all we need. I don't care if you got nothing to your motherfucking name. When you walk with the Spirit of the Lord and the Holy Spirit, you untouchable. You untouchable. I promise you. He's going to protect you. So I'm going to send a Mother's Day shout out to all the beautiful mothers. If anything has been taken away from you, I pray that God fulfills your heart, your soul with the fulfillment you need, that you enjoy your day, that you continue to push and strive and be the great mothers that you are, because we are the backbone of the nation. I do believe we are the backbone of the nation, but I do believe our men is important. That's why I'm happy that House is up in there, dog. We need some masculinity, but I just threw that in there. But I do honor I honor women. I honor my women. I honor our legacy of what we supposed to be and what we really supposed to represent. So keep raising your daughters right. Keep raising our black men right. And like I said, stay righteous in what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, you'll be all right. So anyway, have a good evening. Love you guys. Thank you for chit chatting with Grace. That was in my bed. Get out of my bed. I love you. Have a great evening.